Hey guys, and welcome to another Comic Talk. I'm the Cube, and today I'm going to be reviewing Mother Panic #1 in DC's new Young Animal line. So it's written by Jody Houser and the illustrator is Tommy Lee Edwards. And I gotta say, guys, in particular, I really like the art style for this one. It's really matching the other Young Animal stuff that's got kind of like a gritty sense to it, and I'm kind of enjoying it. So first off, if you guys don't know anything about Mother Panic, neither do I, so we're all going on a little trip today. It starts off with this character, Violet Page, who seems to be kind of like a rock star, and she's landing in Gotham, and people are like crowding around her for a private jet just to get a chance to take pictures with her and ask her questions, and she gets particularly pissed with one, mentioning her father, and it seems that we have some backstory on the next few pages about how her dad was rough with her as a child, took her on hunts and things, and we see that her mother was sickly or something in bed as a child, so she didn't exactly get too much, and we didn't glean too much off that other than the fact that her mother seemed to be sick. So we go through the comic kind of like pondering that, and we see that Violet is basically invited to a very large gallery, and she's there to scope out some sort of villain or scene that we don't really understand why she's doing any of it. And people keep coming up to her, recognizing her, trying to get autographs and things, and she keeps continually brushing them off. A little bit rougher than most would like, but what can you do? And what ends up happening is she finds out that a bodyguard at this gallery has seen a very specific piece of art that has been made through particularly bad violence, and nobody is exactly sure how or why, but they know that this art is incredibly priceless, and this bodyguard knows who made it or exactly where it was made. The bodyguard tries to escape, but what ends up happening is Violet Page comes in her costume to save him. The art style of these fights are gritty, and they always seem to have like a certain filth to them, like scratchiness that the artist likes to add, and I'm really enjoying it. It covers 3 to 4 pages, 5 pages almost, of straight ass whooping, and then she takes the bodyguard and leaves, and obviously everybody assumed that she works with Batman because this fight takes place in Gotham, but she wants nothing to do with the Bat. So she knocks out the bodyguard and takes him on her way, and right as she leaves, we see Batman appear, and he seems to be very interested in what she's doing. I enjoy her motorcycle plane. It has a very weird jet-like design to it, almost kind of like a speeder on Star Wars, for those of you guys who would recognize that. And she takes the bodyguard back to her home, where we see her mother there in a botanical garden, and it seems that her mother gave her the order to retrieve the bodyguard, and we're not really sure why, other than the fact that the bodyguard has seen this art being created. And with the comic ending, we see the man who supposedly made the art actually coming to the original person who made the art, a woman, a mistress, and she is in the middle of creating another piece of art by slashing and hacking a man hung over over an art board, and his blood falls onto the board and creates these red designs that she keeps striking back and forth until she feels that not only is he dead after slitting his throat, but the art piece is done, which she picks up and places amongst another bit of gallery pieces. We cut back to Violet, and she begins to question the bodyguard about what he saw and about what the art may have been. And the man is deathly afraid, but begins to renounce the tale, and Violet Page realizes that she is there to find the mistress. The mistress seems to have some sort of backstory with her and her mother, and we see a burning building in the flashback, not much more. I really enjoyed this comic. We're not getting a lot of Violet, but I like how very vulgar she is. We don't see a lot of that in the new comics. There's a handful of characters. Everybody seems to be very, very formal in their heroing, and we see a lot of kids doing the heroing, but this character, she's a little older. She may have like the secret identity of an artist, but we clearly see that that has not stopped her from being a hero, or whatever she is, a vigilante, if you will. I really enjoyed this comic, guys. The art, the writing, it seems to really pull all together with the other Young Animals work, like Doom Patrol and Shade the Changing Girl, also what things I've enjoyed. You guys should go check out all of those. And this has been the Cube. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.